Welcome back to Tips with Toni. I'm Toni Marinucci and I'm a registered dietitian. I hope you enjoyed our last episode where we talked about making healthy swaps and changing from trying those fad diets and incorporating a healthy lifestyle change. As you know, the diet is so important for a healthy lifestyle, but exercise is equally important. So today I am so excited because we have a guest who's going to show us how to incorporate exercise in our everyday life, but in a healthy and fun way. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to my really good friend, colleague, and actually he's also a registered dietitian, Kyle Lamprecht.
Hi,
Hi,
how are
Kyle.
you?
I'm wonderful. I'm so happy you're on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. So before we talk about Zumba, because I love Zumba and it's so much fun, I do want people to understand the different types of registered dietitians that are out there. So I'm a registered dietitian and I really kind of just help in all different aspects. I would call myself like a jack of all trades, but you have also people that have specialties and really just focus on one thing. And I really think what you do is so important. So I just want you to let us know a little bit about where your setting is, where you work, and what you do on a daily basis.
Yeah, absolutely. So when I got into nutrition, I wanted to work with kids. I worked in a summer camp for years, and I just found that being able to help kids was something I was very passionate about. So initially I got into the pediatric nutrition, which is a specialty in itself.
Yes.
And I work at Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Connecticut. But I also work with kids that have kidney disease. So there's an additional specialty on top of that. So, and these kids are, they're really sick. I have some kids on dialysis, some have kidney transplants, but being able to help them is it's very rewarding.
Absolutely. And you target their nutrition, so you're not only working with the child, but you're working with the parents as well.
Absolutely. My patients, they have a lot of strict dietary needs. So depending on the age of the patient, working closely with the family or the caregiver is just as important to make sure that they don't get too much of something. Like potassium, as an example, can be deadly to them.
Yeah, it's very interesting. What you do is so important, and I'm so happy that I can call you my friend and coworker, and I know that I've spoken to you because, like I was saying before, for someone who's a registered dietitian that kind of treats all disease states, you might get someone in your office that has more severe and that needs more special attention. And I know that you've been really helpful in those situations for me where I'm able to call you and maybe refer out to you. So thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But work is a great job and it is rewarding, but we all need to have some fun and exercise to de-stress a little bit because sometimes work can get a little bit stressful. So I know that, you've been doing Zumba. How long have you been doing Zumba?
I just hit 5 years in February,
Wow.
So it's been like almost 5.5 years now.
Wow. And what made you want to become a licensed Zumba instructor?
So my best friend at the time, this was way back when, she had asked me, she's like, you really need to come take my classes. She had just gotten licensed, so the summer I was home from in between college, I guess it was before college, but I had taken her classes that whole summer and just fell in love with it. It's just an absolute blast. If you haven't taken a class, you should.
Well, lucky for you guys, we're actually going to do a little demonstration at the end, so you're going to get your own Zumba class that you can do at home. So for people that are at home watching, or maybe someone who's never taken a Zumba class before, what is the feedback that you've gotten from participants in your class? Like, what do they love about it? Why do they come back to your classes?
Absolutely. So a lot of my students, when after class they'll come up to me and they're like, that was just so much fun. You were really easy to follow. Those are the big takeaways from Zumba Fitness because we want everybody to be able to participate. We don't want to make it so challenging that nobody can do all of the things. And that's what's really nice about Zumba is it really is for any level.
That's great. Yeah, I do recommend to a lot of my clients who have never really exercised before to take a Zumba class because a beginner can do it. But also, if you've been doing it for a while, you can pick up the intensity as you go through the class. Now, I do know that some people who really want like a good workout to sweat a lot, sometimes they think that I think it depends on the instructor, but that it might not be like the most challenging thing for them to do. So is there anything going on in the Zumba world where they're going to kind of kick it up a notch if they want to kind of push it to that next level?
Yeah, absolutely. Just with taking a regular Zumba class, we are taught to structure the routines in progression. So you have progression 1, which is more of your basic, and that's really for every level. Mm-hmm. And then you advance the routine or certain moves to progression 2 and then eventually 3, which is that high intensity piece. So depending on the student, they can take it as intense as they need to or want to, and then if the student's comfortable with level 1, progression 1, that's totally fine too.
Wow.
There's also other specialties for Zumba as well. I have my license to teach Zumba step and Zumba toning, so you get a little bit more muscle definition and just you target other muscle groups. There's Aqua Zumba, there's Zumba Kids, there's
Wow, so
Zumba
it's not
Gold.
just
Yeah.
Zumba, there's different variations of that.
Yeah.
That is so awesome, so exciting. So we're going to do Zumba today. What type of movements are we doing today? Zumba I know is based off of like Latin dance. I could be completely wrong. I know there's a Latin flair to it, but what are the steps in Zumba?
Pretty much a lot of your rhythms are Latin based. Zumba Fitness kind of totes it as a fusion of international rhythms with an aerobics class. So we may have reggaeton, cumbia, salsa, merengue, tango. We do incorporate like American rhythms as well, like swing. So it's very diverse all around.
Wow, that's so cool. I'm so excited. So we are going to get changed. Well, I'm going to get changed. She's ready to go. And we'll be right back and we're going to do some Zumba for you. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome back. It is time to dance. Kyle, please explain to us what we're going to be doing today.
Yes, so the routine that I chose is a reggaeton. The song's called Riquitona. It's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of energy, hard hitting, so I think you guys will like it. We're just going to break down some of the core moves, which is where progression 1 starts in a routine for Zumba Fitness.
Okay.
So for every rhythm, there are 4 core steps. The first one is the reggaeton stomp. So we're just going to take our feet and alternate and just stomp it out. Now in Zumba Fitness, in order to advance to level 2, you can do multiple things. You can either change the timing, so going from single, single, double, single, single, double. So that's just a rhythmic variation. There's also directionals that you can do. Intensity brings it up as well. So that's kind of how you can advance it to progression 2 and then eventually 3.
Awesome.
Okay, so that's the first move, is the reggaeton stomp. The second move that you'll see is what we call the destroza. This is my favorite, personal favorite. But so you're just gonna take this foot and you're gonna kind of lift your foot up, and the arm movement is just a towel in the back.
Okay. Works the hips.
Oh yes, absolutely. And then you have a little hamstring curl in there too.
Oh wow, that's true.
So that's one of the other core steps. We're going to do knee lifts as well. So it sounds exactly like it is, just lifting those knees up. And then in the routine, there's rhythmic variations to that as well. And we'll eventually add our arms to make it progression 3.
Awesome.
And then the last one is the reggaeton 2-step bounce. So it's just 2 steps to the side and then switch it. And then again, you can add arm variations, you could add intensities, you can get lower to the ground to make it much more challenging for your class.
Wow. All right, so are we dancing now?
I think we are.
Yay! Let's do this.
All right. Looking good. Punch it out. Good. Hey! 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 Good. Huh, huh. Looking good. Run it out. Hey. Uh-oh. Ha! Good. Go. Do that.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I hope you had fun working out with us. Zumba is a great workout.
This was 3 minutes.
Woo! Definitely worth trying a Zumba class. Awesome job. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions for future shows, you can email me at tipswithtoni@yahoo.com. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I can't even talk.
Definitely
Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a great day. See you next time.